Hello Libra, thank you very much for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Lima Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Alright, already shuffled. That's interesting. Let's see where this is going. We're going to do relationship first, single second. And oracle cards come out where needed. Why is that feeling weird? I'm not... You got strength here, but who needs the strength? Because it's not really that bad, but what I'm getting, my first impression, is I feel like somebody's being rude a little bit. Because I'm getting the conversation of like someone admitting that they were wrong. And I'm getting the other person saying, yeah, well, it's not the first time you've been wrong. I don't know why that's clicking in, but that I'm literally like I'm seeing this play out. Like somebody saying, "Yeah, well, you know, I was wrong this time," and somebody else saying, "Yeah, well, it's not the first time you've been wrong." And I'm just kind of like, it feels rude though. It just feels like someone's being kind of mean for some reason. Take that with a grain of salt. I don't know how that's fitting in, but maybe that'll make sense to your situation. Because what I'm getting here, there is communication that's starting this off. And I'm feeling more about where this is starting is rough, where it's going is better. I'm getting your partner seems to be, they seem to have their nose out of joint a little bit. They seem upset. It is the 10 of Swords. No, it's the 8 of Swords. All right, that's better. Because I'm not feeling 10 of Swords. So that works better for me. Because I'm not feeling it's that bad. But 8 of Swords is kind of like, they're feeling a little disjointed. They're not feeling comfortable with the situation. They do have the energy here. Like there's a lot they want to do, but they feel like they can't. That's what I'm getting from this. And they're a little bit uncomfortable. They want to do more, but they're not able to. They're feeling kind of like stuck a little stuck. And I feel their challenge card is the 9 of Wands. They're just not sure about something. I feel like they want to move forward. But I also feel like they're waiting for your approval to move forward. I feel like they're looking to you kind of like they want a reprieve a little bit, or they want some type of acknowledgement that it's okay to move forward, something like that. I'm getting this 9 of Wands, like they're waiting for the next step to come forward. But I also feel like the reason this is the challenge card is because it's kind of like instead of them deciding to move forward, they're waiting for your approval to move forward. Now, and they want to, they really do want to, but they feel like they're not supposed to or they shouldn't until you seem to give an okay to it. Is that right? Now, I'm seeing you here with the Queen of Swords. You seem to be communicating quite well, quite forwardly. That conversation we were talking about again, about somebody saying, you know, somebody admitting they did something wrong and the other person saying, well, it's not the first time. Libra isn't usually, I don't usually see Libra as aggressive in the sense of like trying to start a fight. That's not typical Libra energy in my opinion, of course. Take that with a grain of salt, of course. I mean, if you're a Libra, you know better than I do. But I really do feel like you might have said something, and I'm wondering, did you know, or is that kind of how you're venting? Because I feel it coming across like, I feel you acknowledging something, but it may have come across a little biting. I don't know, you know what, I feel like you know if it meant it to be or not. For some of you, I feel like it came across a little biting and you didn't realize it. Others of you, I feel like you were aggravated and you couldn't help it. It's just kind of like you were expressing how you really felt. You couldn't help it. It just had to come out. And I feel like it's one of those things like after you say it, you're like, yep. Kind of like, yep. And you just kind of move on from the comment like, your partner, you've made an impression. You have the Queen of Swords. It's very strong. And I feel like you might have said a couple sharp things, but you're actively communicating. You're in control of the communication. So if you don't want to address after you've said something and you just want to keep going, you do. You keep it going. You keep the flow going. It's just not normal, in my opinion, for a Libra to really be sharp like that. But it could be due to the situation and where your nerves are at the time. It just happens. I'm getting your partner has the Temperance card with the Friendship. If you have sharp comments, I'm getting that there's a reason there, and they know it. So this is another reason where there's not a argument happening here, because I feel like your partner's kind of like, yeah, they got it coming. That's kind of how that feels, and they've got the Temperance card with the Friendship, like they don't want to start a fight, and they're just kind of like, yeah, I got to take my licks on this one because I kind of did something I shouldn't have. That's kind of how it feels. Or something's out of position where they feel like they have to just kind of take it right now. They're waiting it out. They're kind of like just letting you kind of vent it out. They got the Friendship here. They want to get along. They don't want to fight. I'm kind of getting that sense again, like I feel like they're acknowledging that they did something wrong, and I feel you saying, yeah, you did. You sure did. Now this happens, and I'm noticing here the Magician card on your partner side, and it's coming in with the Hierophant. The two of these together, they want to fix the situation. They want things back in a good place. They want to return to what they would consider normalcy, with a good relationship, a good, feeling good, getting along, energy. So they're actively doing what they feel you would like them to do to improve the situation, or some type of gesture. If there's some type of small gift that they think you would appreciate that would make you feel better, to like almost like a peace offering. I keep seeing flowers. Keep seeing like somebody giving flowers or getting flowers. It's a big thing. I see like little things like somebody cooking a meal, or somebody's favorite meal, or taking somebody out to dinner or lunch or whatever. Like, I think what we're trying to make apparent here is they're making an effort. They're not like buying a car, but like they're doing something that they're showing that you like this. They know you like this. So they want to make this happen for you, to make something nice happen for you, just to show that peace offering, like they really love you and they want to get along, and they just want to do something nice for you. They literally want to butter you up a little bit to bring things back to a good place. And they want to show that appreciation by doing something that you want to do something that you enjoy, something that you like. Your challenge card is the Four of Wands. So when they do this, it's all good, it's all cool. But it's kind of like, I feel like this is talking about you acknowledging it. Because I don't see you like really trying to make a fight. I don't see you wanting to do that. But it's kind of like, if the flowers come your way, or like they're like, hey, let's go out to dinner at so-and-so place, which they know you like. I just feel you're like, all right, I'll meet you there at this time, or whatever. It's the acknowledging in the sense of like, oh, I like this, thank you. Or just kind of showing up and doing it. It's like the difference between you letting them know, okay, I'm happier now, I'm thankful you did this for me, it's nice, thank you. Or just kind of like going along with the flow, kind of like not really letting down your guard. You're like, well, I do like this, but this isn't enough. It's how long before you allow it to be enough? Because I feel like they'll keep coming forward with these type of things. And I feel like you're kind of like, you might get one or two things before you're kind of like, all right, we're good. It's just like this is about when you're going to acknowledge that you accept the apology, in a sense, by like them doing something for you or doing something nice for you is kind of the apology, like bringing you flowers or something like that. That's the apology. It is the difference between you saying okay, or kind of going thank you for them. I think you know what I mean. It's like, you might accept the flowers and like, all right, let me get a vase for them. Or it's the other version of like saying, oh, these are nice, I really like these, thank you. You know what I mean? The way you respond to what they're giving you is going to give the heads up whether you're okay with them now or you're not okay. You are moving into a direction where you will be, is what I'm getting. It just might not be first attempt. It might take them 2 to 3 attempts of them doing something nice for you before you're like, all right, I do like these. Thank you for these flowers. I enjoy them, or whatever it is. Or I really like this place. I really thank you for bringing me here. Thank you for doing this. It's just about when you're acknowledging the effort that they're putting towards you. If I can't beat that more to death. All right, now, when you do, I'm not seeing you completely over the situation when you do. But I'm getting the Fool card with the Six of Pentacles. You're giving in. You're being nice. I feel like you're actually even reciprocating. Whatever that means, you're reciprocating this gesture. And you've got the Fool card here. You're like, I want things to be good. Like, I'm with this person for a reason. I want things to be good too. I'm not into the whole let's have a grudge match. I'm not into it, really. So you do, I feel like the Six of Pentacles is kind of like you're accepting it, but you're also reciprocating in whatever way necessary that makes you feel good. You're balancing it out. Libra balancing? How does that happen? Really? Like, what? Is your sign the scales? Who knew? Like, obviously you're going to balance this out at some point. Typical Libra energy, you will balance this out. So, and you want to be optimistic about it. You prefer to be. So that's cool. It's all good. You do seem to be coming back to a good place. You've got the Ten of Cups. You're acknowledging, you're reciprocating. You're happy again. They're happy again. Things come, like there's a really good moment, a really enjoyable moment coming forward. When you accept their gesture and you reciprocate it, I feel like this makes a very good moment. The thing is with you, I see like you're very much on point. Like, all right, now that we're having this great moment, let's keep it, let's keep it here. And I feel like you're looking at ways like, all right, we have to keep communication going. I just got to make sure, like whatever went kaflooey before, I feel like you're making extra effort. You're making extra effort to keep an eye on situations that won't happen again. You're taking that extra effort just to keep an eye on everything because you're like, yeah, we're doing great again. Everything feels good again. I'm happy again. They're happy again. And I'm going to keep an eye on everything to make sure it stays that way. I feel you taking control, like just keeping an eye on things. Like if it takes communication and you're the one that has to initiate communication, then so be it. I feel it's your attitude towards it. If you have to check up on this person every now and then because you feel like that's necessary, then so be it. If you have to actually get some people involved so they can help you keep an eye on this person, then so be it. If you need to have somebody else, around to do some extra work to keep the situation going well, then so be it. You're actively moving forward to like, it's good again, I'm enjoying this again, and I'm going to make sure it sticks around. I will take ownership of that because I'm just not going to play with it. It's going to work out because I'm deciding it will. And that's going to be the balance to this. It's not going to have a chance to go south again because I'm not going to allow it. That's what I'm getting with the the Knight of Pentacles. You're going to put this on an even keel. You're going to keep it balanced, and you're going to make sure you keep an eye on the situation to make sure it stays balanced. And whatever help you need to put in there, you're going to do that in the effort to keep it balanced. It's going to work, and you've decided. And I feel like you're going to get your way. You're like, it will work because I've decided it will work, and you're going to get your way. And that's just how that is. It doesn't feel bad to me. It feels good. Good? All right. That's Libra relationship. I like that one, actually. Life has its bumps. You turn that around, and then you own it. And you're like, I'm enjoying this now, and we're going to continue to enjoy it. I like that energy a lot. I feel it's very empowered. I feel like it's a great thing. Personally, I do, because I feel in my own life, like things go best when I just take as much ownership of my own life as possible. That's when life goes the best, and I feel like that's what you're doing. All right, what do we have for Libra singles? What do we have for single Libra? Messages for single Libra. What do we have for single Libra? Messages for single Libra. What do we have for single? All right. All right, where are we going with this? That's a very interesting card you have at the end. It's not bad nor good, in my opinion. When we get to it, you have to decide for yourself, naturally. But where is this going? You got a double. Okay, you got it. They're really making something very, very apparent when we get to it. I feel like that'll make sense. You got the Emperor in your past here. Single Libra. You got the Emperor in your past. Somebody seems to be around you. I just feel like there's this sedentary energy. It's just there. It's there. You're all about this person. You've got the Two of Cups. It seems like they feel the same too, but nothing is happening. Nothing is happening is what I'm getting. It feels they're there. This like this sedentary energy. You're very much about it. You're feeling it for this person. They seem to be feeling it too. Nothing is happening. So what comes in next is you got the Queen of Wands that's evolving into the Page of Pentacles, which is very awkward in my opinion. For someone of Queen status to go into the Page status, I'm just like, well, what happened there? Because the reason I see her showing up is like, you're like, all right, I'm all about this person. It seems like they are too. Let's kick the ball into the court. Let's kick the ball into play. Let's make something happen here. I don't mind starting I don't mind starting this match. Let's go. Let's do it. That's the Queen of Wands energy for you. All right, let me get this going. Let me see if I can start this firework going here. Let me just try to light the fuse here. But I feel like the fuse fizzled out. I feel like that's where you go into the Page of Pentacles. Like you get conversations going, you get something actively happening. I feel like you might even get this person to go out to have maybe like coffee or something like that. It doesn't seem overly elaborate, but something happens. And then it's just kind of like back to square one with the Page of Pentacles. Just kind of like, I feel like you got the Queen of Wands because you're actively moving forward. Like, all right, let's kick this into play. Let's do something. And you get something to happen. Like, it feels like coffee or just showing up for dessert or something like that. It doesn't feel like it's overly exciting, but it's something. It's like, all right, we can start something from here. We can build from this. Let's see what we got going on here. And that's back to square one. And I'm getting with the Page of Pentacles just kind of like, you're looking at this like, if I keep going like this, it's going to be an uphill battle every step of the way. And I'm just like, it's almost like that never-ending hill. Like, I don't even see the top of this hill. Like, how far does this go? And you do have the Two of Cups here. It seems like they do too. But immediately after you get back, once you get kicked back to square one, you're just kind of like, I don't know. Like, this just seems like such a labor of love. Like, it just might be too much. Because I need some feedback. I need some playback here. I need something to come back towards me. And if it's not going to happen, like, if it's not going to happen, why do this? I feel like you're kind of like, you know what, maybe just they're taking a minute. I feel like you're trying to give this best effort. Best effort, I guess best I can put. You got the Four of Pentacles. This lingers on for a little longer. You're waiting for them to move back towards you. And you're kind of like, maybe they're just that slow. You're just kind of like, I feel like you're keeping the door open and you're kind of like, it's almost like you're pointing at the door. Like, see that door? The door's open. Like, you know, if you want to come, you want to knock on it? Yeah, I'm here. Like, door's still open. I feel like you're kind of like, every now and then you're like, door's still open. Yeah, door's still open. Just so you know. You got the Four of Pentacles. You're waiting for them to move forward. You're standing here with the Page of Swords. You're just kind of like, listen, I'm not doing this all by myself. If you don't move back towards me, if there's no reciprocation, this is not going to balance. I'm Libra. I will balance. You're not balancing this. Balance this. And I feel like it's a little aggravating. Just kind of like, just I'm not saying you have to make the world happen. Just move towards me a little bit. I can work with that. Just, you got to move towards me. So you're waiting. You're holding. But the thing is, the longer you wait, the more you're just kind of like, you have no idea. Like, you don't understand what's going on. The longer you wait, the more confusing it gets, is what I'm getting with the Moon card. It's just kind of like, you're just left out there to wonder what's really happening. The Moon card also is kind of a gift, in my opinion. So the fact that this is happening now might be more of a good thing than a bad thing. Because this is showing a lot about how this person is. Not everybody matches. Whatever reason, blah, 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 blah. They're not moving back towards you. I just don't feel... I feel like this is a big indicator of what this person would be like if they got closer to you. Because they're not seeming to move. They're not seeming to be motivated to move towards you. For whatever reason. What I'm getting is going to happen with this person, and they're giving two cards that are basically saying the same thing. One literally says safe travel. The other one's the Three of Wands. It's kind of like bon voyage, like they're done. Bon voyage, there they go. They're gonna move on. All you're gonna get from them is stuff that you initiate. That's all you're gonna get here. If you initiate it, something could happen. If you don't initiate it, nothing's happening. That's what I'm getting. Because of that, sooner or later, and I feel like maybe that's the reason you're seeing this reading if it's hitting, you're going to move on. You got the Death card and you got the Authenticity. Authenticity is saying you're admitting to yourself. I don't know, you might have a conversation with this person if you feel necessary, like the last ditch effort, like you might just flat out tell this person. If you actually have a bit of motivation yourself, this might have a chance to happen, but if you're not gonna, I'm moving on. You might do that, not too likely, but it's possible. I feel like it's more about you admitting to yourself, like, this isn't going to work for you. Authenticity, like, it doesn't matter if there's attraction. Sure, you're feeling it, you're all about this person, it's great. But if they're just going to sit there like a bump on the log, and they're not going to do anything, there's nothing you can do with that. This is going to end, is what I'm getting. The Death card is just flat out saying, when you admit it to yourself, like, this is not working for you, this is not going to work for you, you're not looking for a relationship like this, so even if it went any farther, this is how this would go, it's not going to work. And you're going to let go of this. And that's that. I'm noticing you're not having devastated cards. But I feel like you're looking at it very analytically. It's like, it doesn't matter that it's there. It's just, if you really wanted to force this forward and drive that carriage forward, you could do that. But it's almost like instead of having horses pull that carriage forward, you're pulling the carriage forward. And you're just like, I can't do this. No. That's why I feel like you're not devastated, because like you gave it all the chance in the world. It's just not for you. I feel like that's that. Alright. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.